friends, welcome back to my channel. Happy Sunday and may the 4th be with you. Today we are jumping into my budget with me. We're going to close out my month of April. We're going to unstuff for my bills and my variable expenses, as well as look ahead for the June expenses. So I'm excited to be thinking about summer. We're going to be closing the school year this month. I'm excited about May. It's going to be a short month, so I'm excited to get to my birthday trip, and I want to see what kind of progress we made in our savings for April, and then what I have to look forward to in May. I've got a smaller paycheck in May, a smaller amount for side hustle, so it's going to be a little bit of a stretch, but I'm anxious to get started and jump into it and see what we can accomplish today. So friends, you know I love to jump into my goals, and I'm going to go ahead and zoom you in, and I love to talk about how the month went together. April was a 5-week budgeted month for me. I didn't get everything finished, but the ones that I did accomplish, the goals that I did accomplish, I feel were very important and high priority. So for me, my first goal was to get my daughter's death benefits from her father and get that invested with my wealth advisor. And I did that this month, and it's well on its way to earning a lot of extra money for her. So I'm excited to see what the rest of the year holds for her. I also wanted to focus on my birthday savings, which I completely did. And if you saw my video from yesterday, or if you missed it, please go back and watch. I do have some reconciling to do for that birthday, because in my mind, you know, skipping by hundreds is like logical, I guess. I don't know. But when you count on camera, it's amazing how many mistakes you can make. And it is just such an interesting journey to record the things that I'm doing and then seeing those mistakes in the comments. You know, when you guys catch it before I do, it's hilarious to me. So we're going to go back and fix some things that we did yesterday. I also wanted to plan my birthday trip, which I did, and I went ahead and cash flowed it. So I'm excited that I got that accomplished. I needed to get my car registration and inspection done, which I did, and then I added some additional expenses, which you'll see in my unstuffing, for tire rotation and oil change. And then I also like to replace my cabin filter and my engine filter, so I did that this time. I like to do that every 6 months, because a stinky car, I don't know what it is about smells, but I just can't do it, and a stinky car for some reason just drives me bananas. So next was to make progress on the medical debt, which we did. We put 258 towards the 533 balance that we have. So I'm anxious to see what the new balance is going to be for May. I also wanted to create May freebies, which I haven't done yet, so it's going to be on my list for next month. And then I also wanted to list a new Etsy challenge, which I did. I added a new weight loss box add-on, so I did do that, and I'm excited about that. And I think I did also add my Memorial Day savings, or my patriotic avocado savings, because I want to be able to play with my patriotic avocados in the month of May, and then later for July for 4th, and then also into for Labor Day. So I'm excited about that. I also needed to do a retirement account follow-up. My ex-husband, before he passed, we had decided that one of his accounts was going to go to me, and we needed to wait until he retired. But of course, he's passed now, and so I'm eligible to receive those benefits. And then I also wanted to do my 6K giveaway, which I totally did. I think I have one more to announce and mail out. I think it was for my debt binder stuffing. So when I do my debt binder stuffing for May, I will go ahead and announce those winners. And as far as the checklist, this checklist is the area that I use to keep track of the savings from every month. So in my 1 year ahead binder, I did put $200 into savings for the 1 year ahead goal that I have. I did put 258 towards the medical debt, which I'm excited to see what the balance is going to be today. I did put $181 total into the 10K binder, and I believe that was from a reallocation from the previous month. So what I'm doing is I'm using my box challenges that I save with to go ahead and reallocate into the 10K binder savings. So we put 181 this month. I also added $61 to my food truck Fridays, and 250 went into my weight loss box. Now, I did put that money in, but I only completed one challenge, so it wasn't a whole lot saved completed wise for the box challenge. So I'm anxious to see what the money I do put in for May and how many challenges I get to complete this time around. And then between the spring box and the Easter box, I saved a total of $408. And so that's what's going to get reallocated into my 10K binder for the month of May. And I'm super excited about that. This month I budgeted for a 5-week, or in April I budgeted for 5 weeks. We had quite a bit going on. We had Easter, we had my birthday, I had a baby shower, Justin's oldest daughter had a birthday, and then I also had several house sittings and several places where I earned some income, which I did not add my one for Nate, and I believe he went away for Easter. I want to say, so there was 2 more here, so let me write that in somewhere. So I like to keep track of my side income money on this calendar, and I love this calendar. This visual is what I need. I have these worksheets in my freebies link if you need a nice little 2-spread worksheet. The reason I like this so much is because it works so well with budgeting a month ahead. Not only can I see where my income is coming for the actual month that I'm in, but I also get to plan ahead for the savings of my sinking funds, and then seeing what I can put towards savings. So I really like it, and then I get to see what my balance forward is going to be. So let's go ahead and jump now into the budget for April. This was an amazing month. I did increase my total income. Gosh, what does that look like? 55 to 71. Wow, or 54 to 71. So almost 2,000. So it was at least $1,500 I was able to increase my income this month with my side income, and I just love that. That was amazing. I got some birthday money from my mom. And the completed challenges, wow, I really got to complete a lot of my Q1 challenges. So my completed challenges was an amazing amount. We stuffed an additional 1047 into the different sinking funds that I have. So I was able to say, that I was able to put extra towards debt. I didn't quite use all of the money that I had budgeted for in my income or my variable expenses. That was nice. This is my pocket money that goes into my wallet every week. I did do my percentage savings. So I had budgeted 16% in savings, but because I earned more money and I put more money towards my sinking funds, I dropped my percentage savings to 14%. And if you're following the Dave Ramsey's baby steps, he recommends saving at least 10% of your budget every month towards savings. So I feel like that was still a win, even though it wasn't quite as much since my income did increase, that percentage savings went down. But if you look here, it was an amazing month. I budgeted $921 to savings, but I actually got to put in $1,007 into savings. So I'm excited about that. That was great. Let's see. So let's just go ahead. I went ahead and made a mistake in my birthday fund. So we actually only put $800 into the birthday, 812. But that's going to kind of mess up my because I did put the balance, into my sinking funds. So that's going to mess up what I'm going to do. So I'm going to just stick with it and say that we need another $100 in May. So here is my breakdown. I really like seeing these numbers. Income went up. Bills went up just a tiny bit, about $20. My debt payment went up. My variable expenses went down. My savings went up. And then my sinking funds, of course, went ginormously up. So we have a rollover of $95 that we're going to put into May. So here is my May worksheet. I worked on it yesterday and this morning, and I'm looking ahead to a 4-week month. School ends on the 23rd, you guys. I'm so excited. And then I'm going to take a little road trip with my boyfriend Justin, and we're going to go stay in some tree houses, and we'll be back by Friday or by late Thursday night. We have Mother's Day this month, and I've got my bills already starting to come out right on time. Memorial Day is on the 26th. I get paid twice, on the 9th and the 23rd. And yeah, so let's just go ahead. I want to fully fund my goals for May is to fully fund my birthday trip, which I feel like I will. I'm going to pay off my medical debt this month, and I'm excited about that. I do need to start thinking about batch filming again. It was really hard staying on schedule in April with my budget and my filming, and I don't think that my budget needs to be tweaked as much as my what do you call it, like my filming schedule. So I'm going to try and find ways to batch film 2 videos maybe at once. That way I'm not, you know, worrying about staying on schedule and trying to fit it in with my work schedule. I have a hybrid schedule where I work from home some days and work in the office some days, and I can't seem to stay on a consistent hybrid schedule because of the different things that are going on at work. So I think batch filming will help me. So I also needed to work out Maribel's health insurance. So this month apparently we are supposed to be phasing her out of her father's health insurance because his work paid for her health insurance for 6 months after his passing. And so now she's got to get on my health insurance. So I called them on Friday, and we're still being covered by his work insurance. And I don't think their HR has gotten the paperwork turned in just yet. So I confirmed with the Cobra insurance that she is fully covered until they officially get that paperwork from HR and then they process it. So she's fully covered until then. So we're going to continue to do her PT schedule like normal. And then as soon as they cut her off, which could be anywhere from 10 to 14 more days, I will go ahead and make the transition into my health insurance, which means my income is going to change in May, but it's really hard to know how that's going to work out or how that's going to change. So I'm just going to budget like normal, and you'll see in a minute. Again, I've got my TRS follow-up to see how those funds, if they're going to get allocated to me from my ex-husband's retirement account that's owed to me, see if that's going to come in May. And then I need to design my May freebies for you guys and my June freebies. So I need to make sure I get those freebies out to you, because those monthly freebies are those minis that I like to play in my binders, and I just have a great time saving with y'all's minis in the budgeting community, as well as my viewers who are creating minis with me. So I just love being able to contribute to everyone's savings. And then I've got a couple extra spots, so I might add some extra goals in here as the month progresses. I've got my checklists ready to go, so when I've got my money saved for the end of the month, I can follow up with you guys. I didn't really have any wins and challenges last month other than what I was suggesting, which is the schedule, you know, the video schedule, and then the wins, of course, are making sure that all my goals were completed. So you guys, the budget for May is going to be very different. It's going to be around $4,600 for income. I'm hoping I get to increase it. It's about $1,000 less than what I had last month, and it's because I had so much side hustle money coming in. So as you can tell, my side hustle money is going to be split about half, and I'm okay with it because I am planning a trip, and you know, sometimes that's what happens. The budgeting, I'm thinking maybe depending on how we unstuff today, I might reduce the money going into the electric, water, and gas for utilities. The utilities envelope, I want to get a good count in, and I might reduce how much I contribute so that I can add more money into my May box. I finally figured out what box I'm going to play with for May, and just to introduce you to this one, it is the picnic party, and I thought this was great because of the wonderful weather we're having here in North Texas. It's coming from my friend Susan at Windmill Ridge. She's got 2 sections where you do a search and save, and then she's got 3 games, and I think these games are really going to save a lot. She's got her little bonuses where you can add your bonus when you play her Plinko game, and then her Shut the Box here, and then we've got the bonuses on the different search and save cards. Isn't this adorable? She does have add-ons for sale in her Ko-fi shop, so I feel like this is going to be great fun. If I have more money to earn, if I earn more money, side income money, I might go and grab the add-on and add it to the May package. But for right now, the $142 that I have budgeted for May box, I feel like I'll be able to do that. I'll be able to mostly complete just this first section, right? This first pack. But if we get more, then maybe I'll save a little more with an add-on. So we'll see. And I've got my medical debt still going on, so we're gonna add $240 like we normally do in my budget and see if we can't wrap up that medical debt. So let me grab my calculator really quickly just for that number. So medical debt in April, the balance was $533. So we saved 258, so minus 258. So we need $275 going to debt, medical debt. So even though I've only allocated 240, I now know that the medical debt balance, let me put it over here. The medical debt balance, I'm gonna say balance 275. And so depending on what we're able to save extra, maybe I can go ahead and knock that out. Maybe I can earn some overtime. I think if I put in some overtime this month, maybe I'll be able to do that and knock out that extra, what is it, $35, right? Yeah, $35. So that's totally doable, guys, totally doable. Maybe I can even save those $35 in the variable expenses if I can keep track of how much I'm spending on gas, although I do think I'm gonna have another big gas month because my house sitting is going to be away and I will have to drive back and forth this entire week to take Maribel and pick her up from school. So I don't know, gas really kind of wore me out in the month of April, having to drive so much. As you can tell here, gas went up about, what is that, $35 because of the back and forth that week. So I might be in big trouble. A dining out went up because I didn't go to the grocery store because, you know, when you got a lot of side hustle or side jobs going on, you know, it just really eats away the free time that I have. So I need to also think about doing my grocery shopping. I think that's what I'm gonna do here for one of my goals, is do online grocery shopping this month. And do like, what do you call it? I need a plan. That means I need to online grocery and I need to meal plan this month. That way I can keep my expenses down, because if you don't meal plan, oh my gosh, it's just, food has gotten so expensive even at the grocery store. Justin finally felt it yesterday when he went to the grocery store. So he now understands what I mean when I talk about groceries going up. He felt it. He felt his bill double. And it's just so sad because I can only shop the sales, you know, and I can only really just buy what's on sale with my $320 that I've got allocated for the month. So I got to be very strategic, and meal planning helps for that. So that's going to be a goal. I think that everything else is pretty much going to stay the same. Savings is the $200 towards my 1 year ahead, $200 towards weight loss box, which I like to do $50 a week in that box. Right now I've got $124 for the May box, but I'm hoping to put that number up higher. I've got $140 allocated for Food Truck Fridays because I'm having so much fun playing in Food Truck Fridays, and I just want to spend more time in that. Savings, and I've got my $100 allocated for birthday, but I think what I'd be able to do, I may not need the birthday money going in here. What I might need to do is I have a birthday savings challenge in my savings with friends that I might be able to complete, and that entire birthday savings challenge might be able to fully fund the balance that I have on that credit card. So I think, you know what, I think I might be able to finagle this budget a little bit between my expenses, this birthday money that I may not need, and I may be able to save more towards my savings goal. So you guys, that's really it. I've got $50 going in for Mini Mondays 4 times this month, and $50 going 4 times in Saving with Friends. So I'll most likely be rolling my 3-sided dice a lot with Savings with Friends, because I've added so many cute challenges and I'm ready to jump into that, which I got to do that video here after this one. So you guys, let's just go ahead and get into my unstuffing for the month. I have got my little cheat sheet here for April. We're going to be unstuffing for the bills for the month of May 2737, and then we're going to go and do the settling up between the credit card envelope and the IOUs from my variable spending in my sinking funds, and see what we're going to contribute. So let's go ahead and get started, and we'll come back here and visit this. So I'm going to leave this out so I remember. Let's go ahead and jump right in to my bills binder and unstuff my mortgage, which is 2310. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 10. All right here. I stuffed my bills binder off to the side off camera. It's something I've been doing for quite a while now. If you guys are interested to see me stuff what I have allocated usually for my bills, then you can go and jump into my playlist. I usually have them broken down into weekly cash stuffing. So I have a weekly cash stuffing playlist if you ever want to see me stuff this binder. I'm just not doing it this year. So because my focus this year is on savings and not making sure that my bills are paid. I feel I've been doing cash budgeting for a couple of years now, and I feel like I've got a good handle on the bill pay portion and what I'm, my usage and stuff like that. So really great that I can do this and just do this as sort of a safety net, as a buffer for myself. So Wi-Fi and cell phone come out of the same envelope. So I'm going to unstuff 108. So I sure hope I have enough here. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Awesome. And we have $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6 in the rollover. All right, utilities, we're unstuffing 195 today. So let's see what we've got here in utilities. We have 150, 20, 40, so that's 90, 195. Wow, so we have $51 rollover. So with $51 rollover, that's quite a bit. So how about we take off how about we do 70, 70, and 70? So that would be $30 off. So how about we do that from the budget? I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do 70, and that's gonna open up $30 so that I can add it to my May box. So plus 30. Because I think this is a great amount of rollover this month. So if we do get up to $80 in each one of these categories, I have the money allocated here already. So I hope that makes sense. I think I can go ahead and get this out of here now. So I'm going to put that away. So 51 in utilities as a rollover. We've got lawn care, which is $87. I have quite a bit in here, so I'm not stuffing it right now. I stuffed it all through the winter, and what I thought I was going to do was do weed service, but I'm going to actually get my side yards paved over so that the weeds aren't so bad. And I think that's going to help out more, so I'm going to use this money for my bills. So 87 is what we need. So we've got 85, 80, 85, 86, 87 right here, which leaves us $214 rollover. So 80, 5, and 7. Perfect. So that's what we're doing this summer. I also have a mini savings challenge for a bills buffer, and I'm always got money going in different areas, savings challenges to help with any kind of extra bills that I have. So we've got subscriptions. Subscriptions, I need $25. So we've got here 25, and we have 10, 12, 14, 16, $17 rollover in subscriptions. That's great. I probably could budget less. Hold on. I'm thinking maybe budget a little less for subscriptions. How about we do 26 this time for the month, and we will use that $10, and then we'll add $40. That's amazing. Okay, we're gonna add $40 to the May box. All right, you guys, see how that works? See how I'm doing that? Okay, streaming is I need $12 out of streaming. And so we've got it right here, which leaves us $5 rollover. And we didn't have any weird expenses this month that came up from Maribel, so we're just gonna move on. And I've got my penny challenge. All right, you guys, now this is where I made my mistake last time. I thought I had counted 912 in here, but it's actually 812 because I skipped $100. It's so funny. So let me go ahead and give this a quick count with you to make sure we're putting 812, and this is going to pay the credit card back for the tree houses that I am reserving for the trip at the end of this month. So we've got 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 600, 20, 40, 60, 80, 700, 20, 40, 60, 80, 800, and 10 and 12. So that was what we're stuffing for the birthday. And I'm going to put that here. The birthday trip had 812. Perfect. All right, now let's go ahead and count what we have in our credit card envelope. This is the money that I, whenever I use my credit card for variable spending throughout the month, and I've got the cash either in a sinking fund or in my pocket envelopes in my wallet, I go ahead and put it in here so that I can get it back into the bank to pay the credit card bill. And my credit card bill isn't due until like May 20th, so this gives me plenty of time to get this money back in the bank so that I can pay that credit card bill. But I do like to pay the credit card bill early. I think it helps my, my credit rating. So I do enjoy that part. Okay, so let's see what we have here in credit cards. We have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 401. Wow, okay, 401 from variable spending throughout the month. So that's amazing. I know that that all came from probably my pocket envelopes. So let me go ahead and get this money back in the tray. Awesome. All right, guys, that was the bills binder. We have all our bills accounted for May. And so now let's go ahead and take care of the variable expending that I did over the month. And what I need to do is I need to take this tray out of here because I always get confused. And we're going to go ahead and take this money out a little bit at a time, and then we'll count it up, okay? So let me go ahead and grab. I like to do my expenses a little every month, obviously with some IOUs, so that whenever I think to have an expense, I come in here and write an IOU and put it in here. I did get a little, what is it called, like a little off schedule when I was away on my house sitting, which made it more difficult this month, but I think I did a pretty good job going through my expenses on my bank statements and on my credit card, and I got my IOUs in here, so I'm ready to go. I bought a water filter for the refrigerator. This was like the month of filters, and so that was $25. So let me go ahead and grab 25. That leaves us now $365 in home MRO. Now in home care, we bought a ceiling fan for Mirabel's bedroom, and that was $159. So let's see what we have here in cash. I think I may need to settle up this portion from yesterday. Let me grab. All right, I forgot to come in here and do my tracking from yesterday's stuffing. So we need 159 now out of here. So let's see what I have in cash. All right, so I think we're gonna have to take out this $100 prop bill from the savings account. So let's go and do that, 100 and then 59, so 20, 40. Let's jump over into the cash tray, and I'm going to break this $20 bill. All right, there we go. So I broke it for 2 10s. So we need 20, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. All right. So that leaves us with 557 in here. So we got 5, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Perfect. Nothing for deductibles, technology, membership. We did have to renew our Costco membership this month in April. My half was $33. We have 250s in here. So let me break these 250s. All right, guys, I broke that 20 for a 10, a 5, and 5 ones. So we should still have 100 in here. So 50, 70, 80, 95, 100. Okay, so 33 needs to come out. So 30, 1, 2, and 3. All right, friends, we should have 67 in here, so 50, 65, and 7. Perfect. Nothing an anniversary. Car care. Now this one's a big one. So car care, we did quite a bit of car maintenance this year, or this month, or in April, I should say. So we have 76 in car registration, $28 in car filters, and $132 for the car inspection, the oil change, and the tire rotation. Wow, okay, so we have some prop money in here that already went to the bank at some point last year, and I think I need to erase everything in here and start fresh with my 2 savings challenges. Okay, friends, that took forever. Some of this ink has been on here for like a year. So everything went up, of course. Oil changes are no longer $70, so I raised the amount of each oil can. So we're going to do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I think $85 was how much the oil change was this year. So divided by 14 equals $6 a piece. So they went up $1. So we're going to go ahead and put $6 here. All right. And so 6 times 14 is an $84 total. I made these trackers for myself when I first started cash budgeting, and it's been so helpful to keep track in here. So $84 now for oil changes, so we need to get started saving with that. Car registration this year was 76 plus the inspection, which I can't remember. I think it's still about $100. So we're just gonna kind of leave each car as $10 and we'll move on from here. So let's go ahead and add all this up and take that amount out of what we have in this envelope. So that's $236, friends. Wow, $236. That is a lot compared to what I used to spend here in car care. So we have 100, 10, 20, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 80. Wow, 180. So that was an increase of $56. That takes into account inflation for like the last year. $56 in the last year for car care. So we definitely need to step it up now and probably project another increase of $50 for next year's registration and inspection and all the changes and everything. So let's come up with $56 somewhere. So let me put all this down. I think what I'll do is take the $56 out of my personal, if I have it. I might need to go into my short-term binder now. All right, friends, here's my short-term binder. This is an extension of my wallet, so a lot of money comes out of here. I do have money that I've got in Happy Hour that I haven't used in a few months, so maybe we take 56 out of there. Schmoopy does have an IOU in here, so let's go and reconcile this. All right, friends, so $35 is coming out of this for some pizza I bought for us. So let me go ahead and see. I had to add the money that we stuffed from yesterday. So let's see if I can. So here's 30 and a 5. So we have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. I'm going to exchange this 20 for all this change. All right. So 10, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. And now we have $224 still in Schmoopy's envelope, so that's quite good. I haven't been spending much money. I've been taking care of all of our eating out and expenses from my wallet, so that's really nice. So personal, we're doing a lot of unstuffing in here from the giveaways this month. Most of it is like just extra expenses, as well as I think I took a birthday, I gave myself a birthday present, and then the shipping. So the shipping is all in here with these receipts. So let me go ahead and add all this up. All right, friends, all together that was $109 coming out of personal. I'm going to go ahead and round up. So 105 And let's just go ahead and do 10, I guess. So 110 coming out of personal. And that leaves us $72 for personal. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 2. Beautiful. Well, it's all working out, you guys. So I don't know if I want to take from personal or from Schmoopy for that $56 we still owe. So let's just keep going. Costco, I got some extra money yesterday. So we got $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8 going in. And we have $17 coming out. So we have 10, 15, 16, and 17. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let me go ahead and take this 5 back. That leaves us 127, 5, 6, 7 left in Costco. Beautiful. Nothing's coming out for hair and beauty yet, but I do have an appointment this month. Next up is wellness. We have a couple of things here in wellness. We added $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7 into wellness yesterday. And that leaves us $77 in wellness because we're going to take out 36. And some of the medical debt is right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just, oh, I need to break this 100. So let me go and do that. So we should have $77 left in here. So 20, 50, 60, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 77. All right, next up is some clothing. I bought some things for myself this month, and I did add some money to this yesterday. So let's see what we added. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And we are unstuffing 182 from clothing. I had to get myself some new shoes and some new tennis shoes so that I can continue on my walks. I was starting to get some feet pain with my tennis shoes, so I figured they were old. So 182 coming out. So 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, and 2. And let me see if I can't cash condense here for a 20. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So let's take out a 5. And we have $26 left in this envelope. And last but not least is my gifts category. And my gifts category, we had a complete washout. I stuffed 50 yesterday, and I am gonna unstuff it today because I had a baby shower. And I bought some diapers and an Amazon gift card. It was a last minute shower and it was $50, so we're back at 0 in gifts. So I'll put that receipt here. And we are done with the unstuffing of my envelopes. I hope you enjoyed that. I think I want to go ahead and take care of that 56 that we still owe. And I think I kind of want to take it out of Schmoopy because I feel like this is the one that has the most money, I think. So let's do it. Let's just take it out of Schmoopy. So we have 224 in here, and I have a $56 balance from car care. So 224 minus 56 equals 168 should be left over. So 56 going back in to the bank. So 5 and 6, and 168 left in Schmoopy. And we are doing pretty good, you guys. I think that completes today's unstuffing. So let me go ahead and add up what we're taking back to the bank from my binders. All right, friends, let's give this account together. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 50, 660, 680, 700, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, another 100. That's 800, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, $33. Wow, 180 or 883 from my binders. That is insane. So that is 883 going in to the bank. Wow, this month is going to be such a big deposit. All right, so let's go ahead and incorporate this back into the tray, and we will give this all a quick count for our total. All right, friends, so let's go ahead and add up what we're adding back to the credit card. So 401 plus 883 plus 812 equals $2,096. This is also a subtotal. So 2,096. Wow. All right, so now let's get our real total. So 296 plus 2737 equals 4833. Wow. All right, guys, let's go ahead and give this a count and see if we've got what we need. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, $30, $100. So minus 3,100. Okay, 31. Then we got 51, 52, 53. Okay, now for the 20s. 20, 40, 60, 81. 20, 40, 60, 82. 20, 40, 60, 83. 20, 40, 60, 84. 20, 40, 60, 85. 20, 40, 60, 86. 20, 40, 60, 87. 20, 40, 60, 88. 20, 40, 60, 89. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1,000. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 20, 40, 60, 80. So 1180 minus 1180. All right, we've got our 10s now. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 81. No. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 130. Now our 5s. 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85. And now we should have 38 ones. 38. So we did it, you guys. No mistakes. We got all our money, and now all of this is going to go back to the bank. Of course, some of this is just coming out of savings because we have $210 that were in prop bills. Wow, you guys, that is amazing. Thank you so much for joining me on this Budget With Me and close out of April, and budget with me for the following month in June. I hope that y'all had an amazing April, and looking forward to seeing what you guys can do in May. I will see you guys again soon because I need to do my Savings with Friends video. I'm super excited. So I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye for now.